Hello traders, this is David from Wave Trader. So today I'm going to show you this trade that I took and I'm currently in on the USD Mexican pair. I'm on the weekly chart right now and I want to show you what I was thinking when I took this trade. So today is the 25th of September, Wednesday. I actually entered this trade, I believe, on Monday, and I want to show you what happened. So this is the weekly chart, and now previously in other videos I've shown you that the USD Mexican seems to be in an uptrend, and if we were to look at it from a longer term perspective, you can see what's been going on. It's been in a jig, it's been undulating, okay, and usually when the market does this, you can see this whole move here, and then we have this retracement, and now price is doing this jig. Okay, so eventually I believe it's going to shoot up and keep going up. So right now I saw this wave bottom situation, okay, and if we plot our APAC, you can see we have price levels all up the way, and I was thinking that this move will get to at least the first target, but you can see the market will do what the market wants to do. So it retraced here, and if we were to calculate the retracement, you will see that it gives us roughly the 55% region as the area it retraced. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. You can see, so I've been keeping my eye on this. Let me go to the daily chart and you can see clearly. So I've been keeping my eye on this. Okay, so when the market got to the 55% region, it began to show signs of retracement. It showed this inverted hammer here, and I believe I took a trade to the upside, which I lost. Okay, I took a trade because I assumed it was going to turn around there, but it did not. It took me out. So I waited patiently. Okay, and all this happened. So now I'm going to show you this trade that I'm currently in. This is the daily chart, and you can see how the market has respected the 55/62% region. So sometimes it will turn at the 50%, other times at the 55, other times just at or beyond the 61.8, which I abbreviate to the 62. So but I always use the 55 as a good benchmark. Why? Because even if you get taken in at the 55, you can afford to wait for the small drawdown you will get if the market decides to go against you a little bit, because usually 55 is a very good place for an entry point. Now this is the daily chart, and on this daily chart, let me just take out this APAC here. I can actually see a wave bottom here. For those of you who are not familiar with what a wave bottom should look like, let's see if I can. Okay, this here. Okay, now that's a wave bottom, and we have the start of the third wave. Okay, so we have the first, second, and we have the third wave underway now. Now when you see a situation like this, it's meant to be bullish. This particular move I to go, and that's why I set my profit target way up here. Okay, so I actually set my profit target using this daily wave bottom here. Okay, I think I still have one more calculation that I need to delete. One moment. Alright, so if I take my wave bottom calculation from here, you can see my price targets are way up here, and I put my profit target at the 5th level. Why? Because I know that the trend is about to resume the upward move, so I believe it will get there. Of course, it will take some time, but it will get there eventually. So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see the wave bottom situation clearly and the start of the third wave. So how did I get into this trade? Now, you will not always get a perfect situation, and this is why I stress, when you want to get into a trade, it's always advisable to get in with a micro lot. If you can get in with a micro lot, then even if there's a drawdown against you and you are correct, you can still hang on. But if you go in with your maybe your normal lot size of a standard lot or more, you panic, and most of the time you have to close the trade to avoid losing too much money. So how I got into this trade was I saw there was a positive divergence happening around here as at the time I saw this move from last week. And because it was happening at or around the 55% region, I said now I have a positive divergence of MACD to price at the 55% region, and I saw this wave bottom situation then. Okay, so I believe I entered quite early. I entered with a micro lot at first. Okay, I can't remember exactly when, but I know I entered with a micro lot somewhere here. Okay, and I had this drawdown. It's supposed to be massive, but because it was a micro lot, I did not panic. Okay, I was just down by maybe $5 to $6, I believe. So it retraced, okay, and began to go up. And then I entered with a standard lot here, okay, and you can see it went up in my favor for a while. Now, because of how the market moved, the moment I saw that happening like so, and I looked at how the MACD was, I knew there was going to be a drawdown again. But I also knew that the market was getting ready to turn. So even though I had this drawdown against me for a bit, I refused to back out. And I did not put a stop here. I don't advise this, but because I was so sure that the market was going to respect this 55% to 62% retracement level, I decided to hang on. Okay, so it's not like the most best, or let me say the most crystal clear example of how a trade ought to go, but I still want to show you guys that even me, I'm subject to mistakes as well, and I try to learn from my mistakes. So what I did was I hung on. I told myself that I'm right and I'm going to be proven right, and you can see eventually I was. So the market went down against me for a while. Okay, so you can see I've been hanging on for quite a while. It's been almost a week, and it went up and down and up and down, and now it's finally going up. So guys, just remember something. If you are going to go in with retracement entry points, just try to go in with micro lots. Okay, one micro lot, and then let the market prove to you that you are right, so that when it begins to go in your favor, you just wait for a good opportunity and you go in with your normal lot size that you were planning to trade initially. So now the market hasn't even gained strength yet, so I believe there's still room for one more move down, a retracement, which is what I'll be waiting for. So if I wanted to wait for a retracement, I believe I'll wait for you see this move. I'm going to wait and see if there's a retracement down, and then what I'll do is, by going to the 1 hour chart, maybe you can even see there's a small wave bottom situation here. So we have wave 1, 2, 3, and now the issue is that most of the time I'm not watching my charts. Okay, I'm always busy with other things, but if I had been watching my chart, I had lots and lots of opportunities to have placed multiple trades on this currency pair. Like here, for instance, let me just delete this and show. If I had taken this to here, you can see that there was an entry point at the 38.2%, all right, and then later on there was one at the 50% region. So if I had even placed a trade there, if this hadn't taken me in, then eventually this one would have taken me in. Okay, and let's say I was watching the market again, as at the time this happened. If I had decided to do this from here all the way to this point, okay, I could have gone in again. Granted, it would have given me a little bit of a drawdown, but if I had gone it at the 55% region, okay, the drawdown won't have been much, and then you can see there was this wave bottom situation here, and then the market went up again. And what about this place? If we had done this from here to there, you can see this is the 55% region here. Just mark that here. So if I had placed a 1 micro lot entry here, this would have taken me, there would have been a slight drawdown against me, but by hanging on, once the market began to go back up, I could have gone in with a standard lot and then just hung on through all these gyrations, and I will still be. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that the entry technique using the 55% retracement works. Okay, it's much more certain than if you decided to use the 62% or the 38%. If you entered with the 38%, sure, you will get in, but your drawdown will be much more higher. Okay, and if you enter with the 62, you will get less opportunities to get into the market. But with the 55, let's say you took 10 trades, with that 55% retracement, you should be able to get between 6 to 8 trades. Okay, and I don't mean you get them and be in profit. I mean you should be able to be taken in to your trades. Okay, so right now now you see the market is beginning to retrace a little bit here. So what I will do is I'm going to take a retracement of this move from here. We have a small wave bottom here, right? So this is the third wave. So I will take a retracement of the third wave, like so. And in fact, this region is the 55%. Let me just draw that for those of you who are still not used to what I'm saying. You can see it now, right? So this is the 50% region. So somewhere here is the 55. So that means if I wanted to place an entry again, an entry to go into the market, I should place in another micro lot here. And then when the market comes down and activates it and begins to go up in my favor, I will now take in maybe with a standard lot or two. But for now, I'm satisfied with what I'm saying, and I hope you guys understood what I was trying to explain here. So that's my take on the USD Mexican. Thank you very much.